I checked the selected comments today, as usual. One interesting comment came from CorbinShaver787, suggesting combining Ceruledge, Armarouge, and Golurk all at once. Almost simultaneously, Oliver requested Celesteela, Guzzlord, and Stakataka, so I decided to run 2 fusion experiments in one huge adventure. For this experiment, we leave using my futuristic vehicle, gliding over mountains toward ancient ruins where Ceruledge's energy signal was detected, so everything stays under control. Ceruledge appears behind a pillar, its blade glowing. I choose Scissor because its speed can match close-range attacks, so everything stays under control. Ceruledge immediately rushes forward with Bitter Blade, blocks the slash using both claws, but the flames push it backward. Scissor uses Quick Attack through the ruins, then turns with Metal Claw. Ceruledge is hit and loses some energy to remain safe now. Ceruledge uses pillars as cover before attacking again. Scissor begins breathing heavily, so I change strategy before it becomes too late. Do it! Right now! Order Scissor to strike with X-Scissor! Ceruledge takes the final hit, loses balance, and its energy is almost gone. For this experiment, I throw a Pokeball when Ceruledge is weak enough. The ball shakes several times before finally stopping, and Ceruledge is captured today. After restoring Scissor, I board my futuristic vehicle again. My next destination is the volcanic valley where Armarouge was detected. For this experiment, Armarouge stands inside the crater, guarding a red crystal. I choose Greninja because its speed suits this heavy armor. To remain safe now, Armor Cannon fires like a cannon blast! Greninja leaps high, then throws 3 water shurikens toward Armarouge because I must watch their energy. The water strikes Armarouge's armor, but the Pokémon holds firm. It counters with Psychic, sending Greninja crashing against rocks. To remain safe now, Greninja rises and attacks using Double Team! Armarouge is fooled by several copies, then gets hit by Water Shuriken from behind! Right now! Armarouge begins weakening, but one flamethrower forces Greninja backward. Greninja's energy also drops, because I must watch their energy. I call out Sylveon! It enters while Armarouge attacks, dodges with Quick Attack, then drains energy using Draining Kiss to remain safe now. I tell Sylveon to circle the crater. Armarouge follows, loses position, then gets hit by the final attack from behind. Armarouge drops to one knee with almost no energy left. I throw a Pokeball before its condition worsens, then wait. The ball stops after several shakes. I capture Armarouge successfully, so everything stays under control. You did a great job, Sylveon. Now you need to get some rest. Golurk is detected far away in the desert. I board my futuristic vehicle and fly toward an ancient temple through a sandstorm. Inside the temple, Golurk rises from a stone altar. I choose Pikachu! Speed will be the key against its massive body. Golurk slams the ground with Heavy Slam. Pikachu leaps over the dust wave, then attacks using Quick Attack, so everything stays under control. The attack nearly hits Pikachu. I tell it to climb the wall, then leap down and strike Golurk using Iron Tail right now! Golurk loses balance, but immediately counters with Mega Punch. Pikachu dodges, yet its breathing grows heavier as energy drops. I refuse to risk it. Pikachu retreats and Scissor returns, while I save Pikachu for the next battle, so everything stays under control. Golurk is hit, then drops to one knee. Its movement's slow, so I throw a Pokeball when the opening appears. Right now!
Behind the cliff.
Laughing. They bring a giant robot designed to steal my Pokeballs! Jessie sends Wobbuffet, James sends Yamask, and choose Greninja, whose energy has recovered. To remain safe now, Greninja fires Water Shuriken. Wobbuffet uses Counter and reflects the impact, so I immediately stop the direct attack. Yamask attacks from the side with Nightshade. Greninja dodges, but Meowth's robot begins surrounding it with 2 mechanical claws. I switch Greninja for Sylveon. Fairy Wind hits Yamask, while Sylveon dodges Wobbuffet and the robot's claws. Scissor cuts the magnetic cable. The robot loses balance, but Jessie activates pursuit mode and chases us toward the cliff edge. I send out the recovered Pikachu. Pikachu uses Quick Attack to disrupt the robot's legs, then Scizor cuts another arm for this experiment. Hurry! Out of the way! The robot begins exploding. Jessie, James, and Meowth try escaping, but the blast launches them high into the sky. However, the exploding machine opens a huge portal. Celesteela, Guzzlord, and Stakataka emerge with extremely unstable energy. We have to smart about this. Every Pokémon fights within its limits. I replace Pikachu with Scizor. Scizor flies toward Celesteela, blocks attacks, then forces it lower and away from the houses. Scizor strikes Celesteela with X-Scissor. Celesteela loses altitude, and I immediately prepare a Pokeball before it recovers. Stakataka blocks the vehicle. I send Sylveon to distract it, while Greninja moves toward the rear, so every Pokémon fights within its limits. Stakataka spins and slams the ground. Sylveon blocks the attack, then Greninja strikes an opening with Water Shuriken. Guzzlord chases us brutally. I send Greninja, ordering it to dodge while using Water Shuriken to slow its movement. Guzzlord is hit but keeps advancing. Greninja becomes exhausted, so I switch to Pikachu, whose energy has recovered, so everything stays under control. Pikachu uses Quick Attack around Guzzlord, while I lure it toward open ground so its attacks cannot hit the village. Guzzlord loses balance after chasing too far. I throw a Pokeball as its energy drops, and finally capture it! Celesteela and Stakataka are already weakened from their battles. I capture them one by one after making sure they are calm. All 6 Pokémon are complete. I return to the laboratory using my futuristic vehicle, then carefully prepare the fusion machine. First, Ceruledge, Armarouge, and Golurk enter. Fire, Ghost, Psychic Energy, and Golem Strength spin together into one enormous light. The machine shakes violently, then the light breaks apart. The first fusion appears with dark red armor, blue energy blades, and fiery cannons. The first fusion's body is sturdy like Golurk, while Ceruledge and Armarouge energies form different weapons on both sides. I test its movement slowly. The fusion tries Bitter Blade, then Armor Cannon, but must stop because its energy drops quickly. Next, Celesteela, Guzzlord, and Stakataka enter. The machine shakes harder because Ultra Beast energy presses against the safety system. The second fusion emerges as a rocky metal giant with enormous wings, powerful jaws, and a structure as solid as Stakataka. I test its wings and strength. The second fusion can fly briefly, but its body is heavy and its energy drains quickly. I bring both fusions into the testing arena. They are calm at first, but their energies slowly begin reacting. Fire Wraith Golem attacks with Bitter Blade. Ultra Titan blocks the slash, then answers with a massive strike that cracks the floor. Fire Wraith Golem uses close-range armor cannon. Ultra Titan blocks the blast with its rocky body and counters with Guzzlord's strength. Both fusions begin running low on energy. I activate the stabilizing crystal just before their final attacks collide, so everything stays under control. The crystal's light stops the fusion reaction. They finally calm down, and I realize this experiment succeeded without destroying them. Today's adventure is finished. But now I have a new question. If these 2 fusions combine, how powerful could they become? Right now, the experiment is over! Thank you for joining the adventure. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, share your fusion ideas in the comments, and subscribe. See you on the next adventure!